Hi, this is Coach Michael Harlow with Endorphin Fitness, here to walk you through the race day details for the Richmond Multisports Power Sprint Triathlon, one of the longest standing courses in the state of Virginia that's been loved by Richmonders for years. Let's talk about the schedule for the race. On Saturday, you will want to come to Tom Leonard's Farmers Market from 1 to 5 to get your packet so you have everything ready to go for race day. On Sunday, transition will open at 5:30 a.m. Packet pickup for anyone that did not get their packet on Saturday will also become available at this time. You will also want to get your timing chip and go ahead and put it around your ankle at this same time. Transition will close at 6:45. We will have a pre-race briefing at 6:50, and the first swimmer will take off at 7 o'clock. Awards are expected around 10 o'clock, around the time when the last finisher should come across. Here are a few essentials that you'll definitely want to bring on race day. We encourage you to bring some food for before, during, and after the event, as well as you'll want to wear a uniform that you can wear during the swim, bike, and run portion without having to change. For the swim, you'll want your goggles and a cap if you choose to use one. On the bike, you'll want your helmet and your cycling shoes if you have cycling shoes. And then of course your bike, which you'll want to make sure is safe and well maintained before the event. For the run portion, you will want to have your running shoes, which we encourage you to have equipped with some sort of lace lock or elastic lace system so that you can put these on without tying. In addition, you'll want to have what's called a race belt, which your race number will affix to, and this just snaps around your waist as you run out of transition. I'm going to show you a few different ways to set up transition today. The first way is a fairly advanced way where you will get in and out of your cycling shoes while on the bike. To do this, we are going to actually clip in to your shoes and affix them in an upright position on your bike, waiting for you in transition. Then you will also place your helmet with your glasses inside the helmet sitting on your handlebars. With this setup, you will come into transition and you will put on your glasses and put on your helmet and then instantly take your bike and roll it out of transition. When you hop on your bike, you'll be able to slip into your shoes and start pedaling away. We enable this by affixing your shoes in an upright position using rubber bands. Once you start pedaling, these rubber bands will instantly break and allow you to pedal freely. If you're not comfortable getting in and out of your cycling shoes on the bike, you can simply place these cycling shoes on the ground behind your running shoes. If you are doing this, what I encourage you to do is also place your helmet and glasses on top of the cycling shoes as well, so that you do not forget them as you head out of transition. Transition 2 is fairly simple. All you will need are your running shoes and a race belt that has your race number affixed to it. Now remember that we encourage you to have on your running shoes some kind of speed lace system so that you can just slide them on. Now if you do not have cycling shoes, you will essentially do transition 2 in transition 1 before you get on the bike. And if you're doing this, what we recommend is putting your helmet on top of your shoes as well as your glasses, so that when you come into transition, you will put on your glasses, your helmet, then your shoes, and then go ahead and put your race belt on so that you have nothing to worry about when you come back from the bike before starting the run. The swim is a 300-meter swim using a snake swim format. You will line up in numerical order based on the swim time you put down at registration. You will then enter the water in 15-second increments, swimming down and back in each lane. As you come back in your lane, you will want to get as close to the lane line as possible so that you can push off the wall under the lane line and come out in the lane next to you. You will continue to do this until you get to the end of the pool and then hop out at that point and run the transition. If at any time you swim up on a competitor in front of you, gently tap their feet and this will signal them to move over so that you can come by. Exiting the pool, you will run about 400 feet to the transition area in the adjacent parking lot. Exiting transition, you will make a left on Twin Hickory Road and then a right on Shady Grove Road, which will start with a slight incline and then finish with a slight decline before making a left on Knuckles Road. Knuckles Road will be slightly downhill before it turns into Pouncy Track, which will be slightly uphill, but you should have the wind at your back at this point. From there, you will make a right turn on Ashland Road, which is slightly rolling. From there, you will make a right turn on Shady Grove Road, which has a nice downhill to it, but does finish with a nice uphill at the end. From there, you will make a left turn on the Knuckles Road and head downhill, followed by a slight uphill, before making a right turn on the Twin Hickory Road, which will bring you back to transition. Exiting transition for the 3.1 mile run, you will make a left turn on the Twin Hickory Road. From there, you will make a left turn on the Twin Hickory Lake Drive, which has a nice downhill, followed by an uphill to the U-turn. Making this turn, you will then run downhill and then back uphill to Twin Hickory Road, where you will make a right. This will take you back to the transition area where you will make a right turn, and then you will find the finish line right ahead. After crossing the finish line, catch your breath, grab some food, cheer on your fellow competitors, and enjoy the many activities that we have planned as you wait for the awards, which will begin shortly. You'll want to make sure that you have your helmet on your head and your chin strap buckled while on the bike, whether racing or not at the race. Additionally, you will want to make sure that your helmet has a CPSC sticker in it, which just certifies that it's safe and something that the officials often check for. Additional rules that you want to be aware of include the fact that you cannot have any earphones in during the race. You have to have everything in your transition area and nowhere out on the course. You cannot abandon any equipment on the course, and you cannot accept any outside assistance while racing. You'll also want to know a few rules around drafting, which essentially means that you are taking an advantage by riding too closely to the competitor in front of you. You will want to always stay 3 bike lengths behind any other competitor. If you need to pass this competitor, you can pass on the left and you have 15 seconds to do so. If you get passed, you need to drop out of their draft zone by dropping 3 bike lengths back. At all times, you need to stay to the right-hand side of the road unless you are passing. And finally, remember to have a great time on race day, enjoying one of the greatest sports on earth. We thank you for participating and look forward to seeing you on race day.